Be sure to comment, subscribe, and click the notifications bell.
1, 2, 3!
You know, some things never change. Some things never change at all. At all. You know, go to work, go to the same job every day, have the same supervisor, same rules, same everything. You wake up, do your daily routine. I don't know, whatever your daily routine is. Drink coffee, brush your teeth, shower, get dressed, and go off and do your daily duties. The blowjob that your girlfriend, they've been with for 5 years, that's the same. No different techniques or anything. It's just the same blowjob. And for WWE, now, for the record, I already knew that Roman Reigns was going to win tonight. I knew that Roman Reigns was going to win tonight. Not shocked by it at all. Not going to sit here and tell you that, why did they put Roman Reigns over, blah, 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 blah. I'm just saying, some things never change. WWE is just basically stuffing his Samoan dick down our throats. And for the 4th year in a row, so we got 31, 32, 33, 34, the 4th year in a row, this guy, Roman Reigns, will be main eventing WrestleMania again. The last match on the card. You know it's going to be the last match on the card. As much as I would love to see Nakamura and AJ Styles as the last match, we already know that it's going to be Roman versus Brock Lesnar pending. Could be a triple threat. Could be a fatal 4-way. Because I don't know for sure if we're going to get a regular one-on-one match. Now, believe it or not, Roman has not been winning as of late. Lost the Royal Rumble. He's been being beat on Raw, with Seth Rollins. He has not been looking the best. Now, I don't really give a shit about what Roman Reigns does. Actually, I do. I do. You're gonna hear me fucking 3 months from now complain about Roman Reigns about his fucking long time reign. But typically, we shouldn't really care what happens with Roman Reigns between May and December. January, February, March, April, that 4-month period, we should definitely care what Roman Reigns is doing. If Roman Reigns is going to be in the main event at WrestleMania. And now, he's going to be on John Cena level when it comes to closing the show at WrestleMania. He's got to deal with it. We just got to deal with it. I know some of you guys are probably happy that Roman Reigns won tonight. Like I said, I knew Roman Reigns was going to win tonight. But at the end of the day, doesn't mean I gotta be happy with it. Doesn't mean I gotta be satisfied with it. Doesn't mean I gotta, just love what happened here. It's predictable. WWE is predictable. Now, overall tonight, Elimination Chamber, the first ever Women's Elimination Chamber and the Men's Elimination Chamber, this was a 2-match show and Ronda Rousey's contract signing, which I thought was the best thing of the night, believe it or not. We'll get to that in a second. But some of the things that we're going to be seeing here on the Royal WrestleMania is going to be very interesting. We got a little bit of development tonight. It's going to be Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle versus Triple H and 70-man at WrestleMania and a mixed tag team match. That's definitely all but confirmed from what we saw tonight. We're also going to see Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I don't think AJ Styles is going to lose the WWE title in the Fatal 5-Way. That'll be one of the most stupidest things that WWE ever would do. Asuka will be facing either Charlotte or Alexa Bliss. Right now, they're teasing Alexa Bliss for some reason. Asuka didn't pick Alexa Bliss. So I don't know where they're going with that. I don't know why they will go with that. Alexa Bliss and, Asuka and Charlotte is the money match for WrestleMania. And then Alexa Bliss could probably go up against Nia Jax. So, with all that being said, we know a lot of matches at WrestleMania already. It's starting to shape up. But here's some things that we don't know. 1, what is Seth Rollins going to be doing? 2, what is Braun Strowman going to be doing? You can't leave Seth Rollins off the card. He's got to be on the card. The question is where? Jason Jordan's out. That was the original match. You originally had him for Dean Ambrose before he got injured. So what is Seth Rollins going to do? I think Seth Rollins is going to make his way into that championship match and make it a triple threat match. Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Brock Lesnar for the Universal title. I really think there's somehow, some way, it's going to end up being a triple threat match at WrestleMania 34 this year in New Orleans. What about Braun Strowman? You say, what about Braun Strowman? What do you think? What the fuck do you think they're going to be doing with Braun Strowman? Well, I got 2 things. Either A, unfortunately, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which I don't really want to see, but they're going to try to get a big deal this year because of the Andre the Giant HBO documentary. Or it could be a Fatal 4-Way for a Universal Championship at WrestleMania. That's the only 2 things I see that Braun Strowman is doing. I don't see Samoa Joe coming back in time. I would love for Samoa Joe to get his WrestleMania payday. I don't think he's gonna be back in time. I don't see Braun Strowman going up against The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship. Don't see him going up against Finn Balor. I actually see Miz and Finn Balor actually going up against each other for the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. It's just one of the most perfect scenarios that you can do with Finn Balor right now. What about John Cena? Well, John Cena's gonna be facing The Undertaker, so book that one. But overall tonight, guys, it wasn't a terrible show. I'm gonna say that right now. It was not a terrible show. It did not make me want to fall asleep. It did not make me want to fall asleep. I will say this. You know, these first time evers and all this shit. The Women's Elimination Chamber was better than the Women's Royal Rumble. I'm going to say that right now. It was boring all the way up until the final 3. The final 3, Alexa Bliss, Sasha Banks, and Bayley. Great stuff. We'll be talking about that in a second. As opposed to some of the other matches on this card. Ty's Roll Ride versus The Bar. Did you really think that Ty's Roll Ride actually had a fucking chance of winning? If you did, you are a fucking dumb fuck. You should not be watching me. You should be watching Sean's V Entertainment or somebody who doesn't know shit about wrestling. I'm just saying. You had Asuka versus Nia Jax. And believe it or not, I'm going to say this, and you don't hear this very often. At the end of this here, Asuka looked weak. The ending of that match was terrible. Terrible. Asuka won, of course. She was not going to lose. But the way, and I think I'm going to understand why from WWE's standpoint, we want to make Nia Jax look strong. Because I think they may do Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss, like I said, for the Women's Championship at WrestleMania. And they should have Asuka face off against Charlotte. That's just my opinion. But nevertheless, Asuka winning with a roll-up, that's not within Asuka's character at all. Nia Jax is still going to be Nia Jax no matter what. It's not going to hurt. It's not going to hurt Nia Jax at all by losing to someone who's been undefeated for almost 3 years. In October, it'll be 3 years. That, you know, Asuka has came into WWE during NXT and into WWE. It's not going to hurt Nia Jax at all. And I like how they were building up this match, too. Like, oh, Asuka's never beaten Nia Jax before. Excuse me? Excuse me, motherfucker. I don't know, WWE. Kevin Dunn. Road Dogg's on SmackDown. But I don't know who writes this shit, but they just forget about what the fuck happened in NXT between Asuka and Nia Jax. People like me remember that shit. People like you guys out there remember that shit. But I guess, you know, little Bobby. Hey, Mom, I'm 9 years old. Can you give me some hot chocolate? Bobby, it's time for bed. It's 11 o'clock. I want chocolate. Hot chocolate. Oh, those are the fucking people that don't remember that shit. They probably don't watch NXT. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it was a bad show overall. Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt, believe it or not, I'm probably in the minority. I thought the match was fun up until a certain point. I didn't think the match was great. I just thought it was fun, mostly by what Matt Hardy was doing. It was fun to me. To me, it was fun. Not to say it was a great match, or a good wrestling match, but to me, it was fun. Honestly, I would have had Bray Wyatt go over, but with that being said, Matt Hardy goes over, and what are they gonna do from here? How are they gonna get to the final deletion? How do they get to the final deletion? Huh? I don't know. So that's gonna be something that we're really gonna be looking out for in the next couple of weeks, because there should be no reason why these guys should have another match at WrestleMania. There should be no reason why it should be a final deletion type of scenario. There should be no reason why we should not see Senior Benjamin and King Maxwell and Lord Wolfgang and Queen Rebecca and Vanguard One, the dilapidated boat Skarsgård. You know what I mean? We should be seeing all these characters within the next up-and-coming weeks, but WWE, they're dropping the balls. Not the ball, but the balls with this one right now. But we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see with that. Ronda Rousey, Triple H, 7-man Kurt Angle. Great segment. Great segment. I liked it. I enjoyed it. The only major flaw there was Ronda Rousey. Clearly, it was the first time on the mic in front of a live crowd at a WWE event. She was clearly nervous. She was kind of botching a little bit. I'm going to forgive her because it was her first time. Understand. She probably didn't. She was more. I think what they were doing with her, they were more focused with her on her in-ring skill more than anything else, as far as training her with Brian Kendrick. So they were more focused. I'm pretty sure they did little sprinkles of promo classes every now and then, but I will say probably 85% to 90% of her training has been actually in-ring shit. So there you go. But overall, guys, this is WWE's Elimination Chamber pay-per-view review. My name is JD Venom, part of Elimination Wrestling. If you guys are new here, go and leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, be sure to follow me on Twitter, and like the Facebook page where both links are down below. Tell your friends and family, come and join the Venom Nation Wrestling here on YouTube. So, with that being said, tonight's Elimination Chamber pay-per-view was not a bad show, but it was not a good show either. It was okay. The first match was good. Like I said, we'll be talking about that in a second. I thought the last three, Bayley, Sasha Banks, and Alexa Bliss did some great stuff in there. The last match was good. It was pretty good, actually. I wouldn't say, better than last year's Elimination Chamber. Last year's Elimination Chamber was probably one of the top 3 best of all time. This one here will probably be more middle of the road, but it kept me entertained, though. I like what they were doing in that match. And Ronda Rousey's contract signing was great. It was a great segment. Outside of that, this show was nothing special at all whatsoever. It did what it needed to do in order to build up for WrestleMania. Alright, guys, so let's go and run down the card here, guys. I'm not going to go over the pre-show matches. All I can let you know here is that Gallows and Anderson beat the Miz Taraj. And, yeah, that in the opening for the Raw Kickoff show. So, I'm sorry, for the Elimination Chamber Kickoff show. It's not the Raw Kickoff show. Good God. Our first match of the night, guys, was the Women's Elimination Chamber. First time ever. History is being made. My God, Stephanie McMahon invented women. Stephanie McMahon invented everything. I bet you they think that, you know, I heard this rumor. Oh no, maybe it's true. Maybe it's true, but you guys let me know down in the comment section if you made it this far in this video already. Stephanie McMahon apparently invented water. I don't know if this is true or not, but she invented water. You let me know what Stephanie McMahon invented down below. So, I got fucking Raw Talk on right now. They got this bitch, Roman Reigns, right now. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Fuck this guy, man. Fucked up. Alright, but anyway. Yeah, the Women's Elimination Chamber opened up the show. And it was, of course, Mandy Rose, Sasha Banks, Sonya Deville, Bayley, Mickie James, and Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss, Mickie James, Mandy Rose, and Sasha Banks were all in their respective pods. Sonya Deville and Bayley start off this match. So they go alone for the first 5 minutes. It was anything special within the first 5 minutes. You know, it was pretty much nothing special at all. Mandy Rose comes out. She's the second person to come out. Then after that, it was Sasha Banks. Then after that, it was Mickie James. And lastly, Alexa Bliss. The first elimination, if I can get to the first elimination here, because these notes here that I made were pretty shit. These first notes I would say were pretty shit. It looks like here, well, Mandy Rose was first eliminated, but I believe she got eliminated by Sasha Banks, if I'm not mistaken. What the fuck's up with my notes, man? My notes are pretty trash, man. Well, regardless of the fact, she got eliminated first. Mandy Rose. I believe it was by Sasha Banks, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it was by the Banks statement, if I'm not mistaken. But at one point in this match here, we did see Mickie James, who came out. She climbed up to the top of the pod, and on one top of the pods, and she did the first major dive in a Women's Elimination Chamber, where she did a big death press from the top of the pod there. And I thought that it looked pretty safe, so she got pretty fast. She didn't look like she was injured at all. When I see women go up to the top like that, I always cringe. I'm like, ooh, don't get hurt. But she didn't hurt herself, so she looked fine. She did pin Sonya Deville with that. So basically, the final four was Mickie James. The final three at the moment was Mickie James, Sasha Banks, and Bayley. But Bayley, I believe Bayley eliminated Mickie James with the Bayley, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see here. I know Mickie James got eliminated before Alexa Bliss went into the ring here, but regardless of the fact, though, yeah, Bayley pinned. Yeah, that's right. I was right. Bayley pins Mickie James, and Mickie James has been eliminated. So Bliss came out, and this is where the match really got good. Alexa Bliss was trying to, trying to avoid, Sasha Banks and Bayley. She starts climbing up the chamber wall, starts scaling back and forth. It looked like she was in fucking Legends of the Hidden Temple, or in fucking Guts or some shit. Remember that shit back in the day? When they had to climb the fucking rock or whatever? That's what that shit was looking like for me. But anyway, though, they finally catch up to Bliss. Sasha Banks was attacking Bliss on top of the pod. At first, you see Alexa Bliss hits Bayley with a right hand. Sasha Banks was on top of the pod along with Alexa Bliss, and Bayley was trying to climb up. And in the act of the Lion King, this is fucking fantastic. You see fucking Bayley get stomped in the fucking head by Sasha Banks, and Bayley just topples down onto the outside, right near the pod. Kind of reminds me of the Lion King. I saw that on Twitter, so I thought that was very funny as well when I was thinking about that. But regardless of the fact, I don't want to for sure say that Sasha turned her back on Bayley. And with me thinking about this too is that I don't know how many fucking hours WrestleMania is gonna be this year. Maybe fucking 12 hours. It may be half a day, man. Literally. They may go from fucking 10 in the morning to 10 at fucking night. They may, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know how many women, like, I cannot imagine WWE not having Sasha Banks or Bayley at WrestleMania. I just can't. Despite what you want to think about Bayley, in WWE's eyes, they see her as a huge drawing power, even though she's not really not. But that's in WWE's eyes. I'm not saying that Bayley is a huge drawing power for the women's division. Sasha Banks is, but not Bayley. Not no more. Not no more what the fuck they've been doing to her. Regardless of the fact, though, back to the match here itself. You know, you see basically, see all three women starting to attack each other now. Bayley's getting on with Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks getting on with Bayley, and you know all that great stuff. So basically, Bayley, Sasha Banks, basically hits a super belly to belly from the top rope, and Bliss stops the pin and still it actually does a roll up. That's right, she does a roll up, kind of like a I guess that's not like an O'Connor roll. That's what they call it. I think it's called the O'Connor roll. But anyway, it was a cradle. It was a cradle pin. From Alexa Bliss to Bayley, which is down to the final two. Sasha and Bayley, I think they're going to have some type of interaction with each other. I think there's going to be some form of a heel turn. I'm not sure if Bayley's going to turn on Sasha or Sasha's going to turn on Bayley. Right now, it's making it seem like Sasha turned on Bayley. But I'm not too sure if that's going to be the clear case. Maybe WWE pulls a short on us where they have Bayley turn on Sasha, but I can't really see Bayley being heel. It's like Ricky the Dragon Steamboat being heel, but I don't know. WWE, they have done some stupid shit in the past too. Okay, they have done some stupid shit in the past too, so they possibly most likely would turn Bayley heel, but I'm not saying that is gonna happen. I'm just saying I can see WWE doing it. But anyway, after Bayley gets eliminated, Sasha gets a close to count on Bliss as soon as Bayley has been eliminated. Bliss goes up to the top for Twisted Bliss, but Banks gets her knees up and Bliss lands hard. They go to the steal, and Banks gets caught up while running for a kick. Bliss sends her hard into the chamber. Still, Bliss ends up going to the top of the pod, and she nails a beautiful Twisted Bliss off the top of the pod onto the outside. And this is what really pisses me off, because I thought this was fucking retarded. A Twisted Bliss on top of the pod. Sasha no-sells it. She no-sells it. She no-sells it. Immediately reverses it into, you know, a bank statement. She rolls into the ring, and you know, gets the bank statement on, Alexa Bliss. So I don't know what the fuck was that was about, because if I'm, it's like, okay, that's like me, or that's like fucking anybody. That's like Rob Van Dam hitting a fucking 5-star frog splash on Chris Jericho, and Chris Jericho immediately gets up and does the Walls of Jericho on Rob Van Dam. Like, does that make any sense to you guys? It doesn't make any sense to me. But regardless of the fact, guys, this match comes to an end where Alexa Bliss hits pretty much a mid-rope, top-rope DDT in the corner, and basically pins Sasha Banks, for the 1-2-3 pinfall. Alexa Bliss is going to WrestleMania. After the match, Alexa Bliss cuts a promo where she breaks kayfabe for a second. Then she snaps out of kayfabe immediately and pretty much says, you know, all your dreams won't come true, or whatever the fuck she said. But that was it, though. Next match and you know, in this match here, if I have to get a rating out of 10 for this match, or you know, a star quality, I'll do stars out of 5. I'll probably give this match, I will probably say a 3-star. Not terrible, like I said, the match was, but it wasn't anything, you know, great, or you know, I'm pretty sure they can pull up better women's elimination chamber matches in the future. But I thought it was a solid 3-star match, and it was basically due to the end. You know, it's basically due to the end. Alexa, Sasha, and Bayley, they pulled off a very, 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 very good sequence the last 5-7 minutes of that match. Alright, so, next match is Titus Worldwide versus The Bar. Who gives a shit? The Bar wins. Do I gotta go over anything? All you gotta need to know is basically that fucking Sheamus and Cesaro just basically beat the shit out of The Bar. Basically at the end, Cesaro hits this they did this double team move where it was like a white noise and I thought Cesaro was gonna go for that Springboard European uppercut, but he kind of just like lands on his head, so that was kind of awkward move. But regardless of the fact, though, it was a match that happened. 2 stars. The Bar wins, retains their title. Who I think the Bar is gonna be feuding with next, possibly for the tag team championships. I mean, I would love to say the Revival, but the Revival are heels. The Revival are heels. So is the Bar. So, unfortunately, and I don't want to say unfortunately because I like these guys too as well, I see the Balor Club of Gallows and Anderson versus the Bar. That's going to be my prediction. I'm not saying that's going to be for WrestleMania, but I'm thinking that's going to be the next major feud. I see Gallows and Anderson winning the titles, and where the Revival will take the titles off Gallows and Anderson. Can that get to WrestleMania, though? I don't know. That's the thing. They'll have to actually build that they'll basically have to build up these matches pre-match. Or who knows? Maybe it's a triple threat ladder match. I can see a ladder match at WrestleMania this year. They had a ladder match last year, and they have been having a ladder match for the past couple of years. That has not been Money in the Bank, of course. So why not? Why not let it be a triple threat ladder match? I mean, I know we had that last year because we did have. I think we had it was the Bar. It was I think it was the Bar, right? No, it was the Bar. It was fuck me, Gently with a Chainsaw. A bit. Oh, God, just think about this a year ago. Cass and Enzo. When the fuck is Big Cass coming back? I know he's probably gonna be coming back within the next 4 more months, but the Hardys and Gallows and Anderson. So it was like, but anyway, yeah. That's what I think about the tag team division right now. I think the Bar is going to lose the titles to Gallows and Anderson. And Gallows and Anderson will be eventually losing titles to the Revival. So there you go. Asuka versus Nia Jax. For whatever fucking reason, this match happened. For whatever fucking reason, Nia Jax was dominating. And for whatever fucking reason, a roll-up by Asuka, where Asuka has never ever used a fucking roll-up before. I've never seen Asuka use a roll-up at all. I didn't even know that was in her fucking arsenal. I didn't even know she knew how to do a roll-up. She didn't need to do a fucking roll-up. The only roll-up that I want to see Asuka doing is eating a fruit roll-up. That was a bad joke. Terrible joke. I don't know what I was thinking there on that one. But basically, this match is back and forth. It was just basically, I guess now Nia Jax is known as the Irresistible Force. The Irresistible Force, Nia Jax. Who the fuck came up with that? Well, I know who did came up with that, Gorilla Monsoon, but I'm saying, who came up with that as her nickname, as her gimmick, the Irresistible Force? Fuck that. Stupid. But basically, Nia Jax was basically dominating Asuka for most of the match here. Asuka will get some offenses, some good kicks, get some good knees, Shining Wizards, Izagiris, all that stuff. She'll be getting a 2 count on Nia Jax. The way that this match ends is that Jax tries to charge into the corner to Asuka. Asuka pulls Nia Jax down to an armbar. Jax powers out to her feet and breaks by slamming and ramming Asuka's head to the back of the turnbuckle, which looked nasty. By the way, I thought Asuka was legitimately hurt for a second because every time I see a buckle bomb, I'm thinking Sting and fucking Seth Rollins at Night of Champions. Like that's what I think about, and that didn't look good. At one point too as well, Nia Jax was going for a rolling senton. Asuka's trying to move out of the way, and like most of the weight of Asuka landed back of Asuka's legs. So I haven't heard anything yet that Asuka's legit injured or anything. She was selling pretty well after the match, but you never know. You never know. So, it's just all that weight coming down on you. I don't give a fuck if you're selling or not. That shit hurts. So regardless of the fact though, Nia Jax, powers out with that buckle bomb, and pretty much from there, a roll up happened. Pretty much a fucking roll up happened, and and Asuka wins just out of nowhere. She wins a fucking roll up, a stupid ending. But before that, Jax tries to climb up for a super Samoan drop. Asuka slides out, but goes down to the mat. Jax goes up for the second roll big splash, but she wastes time, and Asuka moves out of her way. Jax hits the mat hard. Jackson recovers, and Asuka goes down as she charges. Jax goes up for a splash on the mat, but Asuka moves again. Jax charges in the corner, but hits the ring post shoulder first. Asuka pulls Jax into an armbar. Jax powers way to her feet again, breaking the hole, slamming Asuka's head into the back of turnbuckles, which I said that fucking buckle bomb spot. Jax for some reason acknowledges the WrestleMania, so I say I'm going to WrestleMania, then basically Asuka rolls up out of nowhere. So there you go. So at the end of this all, Asuka, who wins, gets attacked by Nia Jax, gets destroyed by Nia Jax, another Samoan drop, and she gets rammed, fucking nasty spot on the outside through the barricade, which is pretty much Nia Jax's signature spot. So there you go. So, who really gives a fuck? I mean, at the end of this all, because here's the thing. I give a fuck, but I don't really give a fuck, because I just want Asuka to go up against Charlotte. That's first and foremost. I want Asuka to go up against Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania, because that is the only money match that I really give a fuck about. I don't give a fuck about this utter bullshit. I don't give a fuck about, Asuka versus Alexa Bliss, or Asuka versus, Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss, and no, not at all. But regardless of the fact, though, it was a shit match. It wasn't anything special. I give this match maybe, I mean, if I give the bar and fucking, Titus Worldwide a 2, I'm giving this a 1.5. It wasn't not a good match at all. A better match, and a match I was entertained by, not because of the wrestling, but because of the actual shenanigans in this match. My type of wrestling, Bray Wyatt versus Woken Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy comes out first, Bray Wyatt comes out next. Then, this was what happened. Bray Wyatt didn't actually do an entrance. Basically just and Bray Wyatt was in the ring, and you see Broken Matt Hardy's fucking Jack in the ring, and pretty much he was underneath the ring. He was on microphone underneath the ring. I knew he was underneath the ring, but he started singing, Bray Wyatt, you'll fade away and clash yourself as obsolete. You fade away and clash yourself as obsolete. It was. I love it. I love it. It was probably the first time we ever got that. It was the first time we ever got that on WWE television. Loved it. Good stuff. Basically, during this whole song, you see Bray Wyatt trying to search around. He checked underneath the ring. Matt Hardy comes out of nowhere. His double X handle match is underway. All of a sudden, during this match, and like I said, this match here wasn't really too, the match itself wasn't really too special. It was just shenanigans. Fucking Matt Hardy singing, obsolete. You see fucking Matt Hardy, basically clapping. He's like, wonderful, because, fucking Bray Wyatt's about to do his spiral walk. He's like, wonderful. He's like this, give it up for him. Yeah, yes. It was fun. It's fun. I like it. I like fun stuff. But like I said, the match wasn't really too great. I mean, the fans started chanting Rusev Day all of a sudden. So, Masturbation Celebration of Rusev, But regardless of the fact, though, fans started chanting delete. And basically, Matt Hardy deleted Bray Wyatt tonight. His trust fate for the pinfall to win. I don't think this is over. I think that, and quote me if I'm wrong, guys. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But this is how I think we're going to get to a final deletion. Bray Wyatt, during some time in the next coming weeks, will visit the Hardy compound. And he will see, and he will run into Senior Benjamin. He'll run to Brother Nero. He'll run to Queen Rebecca. And he will take pretty much hostage of the Hardy compound. I think Bray Wyatt will take over the Hardy compound, which will have to have Matt Hardy get his compound back in a final deletion style match at WrestleMania. That's just the way I'm thinking right now, because that'll be the only reason why a final deletion can ever happen. That will be the only reason why a final deletion can happen at this point. Now, if Bray Wyatt would have won, you know, fucking Matt Hardy could have just been like, oh, well, you know, I need to get some energy. I need to get some energy. My aura. I was trying to say aura, but he, you know, he'll start saying some shit like, oh, I need some more energy. Seal Benjamin, prepare the battlefield for massacre. You know, all that shit. You know what I mean? He starts preparing the battlefield for massacre. You see fucking King Maxwell, you know, being the cutest kid ever in wrestling. You know what I mean? Fucking, you see Kareem with Brecca, you know, playing on the piano. You know, Brunny will be there. That's the only way I would have thought that they would have got to WrestleMania. But now, I think that this will only make sense that Bray Wyatt will take over the Hardy compound. And that, you know, Matt Hardy will have to get his compound back in a Final Deletion style match at WrestleMania. Let me know what you think about that down in the comments. Other than that, we have the Ronda Rousey contract signing. The Wanda, and it's not Wanda, it's Rounda, or Ronda, or Rounda, or Wanda. Anyway, Rousey, her contract signing, you know, Kurt Angle comes out to the ring, and, you knew this wouldn't be complete, without, God, I don't bury anybody, I just bury myself, I can bury myself because I have the shovel. Triple H and Stephanie McMahon was there too, unfortunately. They coming out to the ring. Kurt Angle was there too as well, as I mentioned. And Ronda Rousey comes out. She goes out to the ring, and before she does come out to the ring, the fans start chanting for Triple H as Stephanie takes the mic. She says, we're all about to be a part of history as they sign one of the top female athletes in the world. Triple H talks about how they search the globe looking for the best men and women. Triple H says it might be one of the biggest ever, and he can't think of one as being since they welcome another Olympian, Kurt Angle. Triple H goes on about some of Rousey's accomplishments. Fans give him the what, and I fucking hate. I just can you fucking? I know you fucking wrestling fans just want to be involved in the show, but can you shut the fuck up sometimes? Can you just shut the fuck up sometimes? Jesus Christ, you guys, you don't know how many fucking promos wrestling fans have ruined. You don't know how many moments that wrestling fans ruin with fucking what chance and beach balls and just like get that. Stupid. But anyway, Triple H calls on everyone to welcome to WWE Rowdy Ronda Rousey as she comes out to Bad Reputation by John Jett. Stephanie asked Rousey to let her be the first to officially welcome her to WWE. Stephanie says the fans are making it perfectly clear that they don't want to hear from her, and not Stephanie, hey guy. And basically, hey guys says Rousey. Now, the fans were mixed. I knew that Rousey is going to have her detractors. Rousey herself, as I mentioned before, sounded very nervous on the mic. It was her first time out there. Let's cut her a break. Let's cut her a break a little bit. She was nervous. Give her a few months. See how she develops. Okay, we don't know for sure if she's going to be a full-time wrestler. If she's going to be full-time, and they kind of made it seem that way with his contract sign, but this could be all kayfabe too, guys. This could be all, they just be working us. This could be all kayfabe, guys. But they're saying that Rousey, you know, she doesn't want special travel. She doesn't want special rental cars. She's gonna make her way to the cities by, you know, on her own dime. You know, she doesn't want to, you know, be put into a match at WrestleMania for the Women's Championship immediately. She wants to work her way up, which I can respect. I know for a fact that Rousey's taking this thing seriously. This is her lifelong dream. You can see it all over her face. She's smiling coming to the ring all the fucking time, right? Give her a chance. Give her a few months. before we start totally judging her. We haven't seen the woman lock up yet in the ring yet. Okay, other than in those training videos, which she actually looked pretty decent, with her locking up with Brian Kendrick. But let's give her a couple months. I will say we're at the end of February. Let's wait until June. Let's wait until June. If she's really gonna be full time, let's wait until June, because I think she's only gonna get better if she wrestles every single, I won't say every single week, but she's on the, pretty much on the show every other week or every single week. If she's wrestling at every pay-per-view, I'm good with that, because that's the only way she's going to get better. She's not going to get better. She's not going to get better by wrestling, once every 3-4 months. That's not going to get better. She's not going to get better by doing that. She needs to wrestle a lot of matches in order to get better. And I really think that since it's going to be her full-time job, I think she wants to do it all the way. She wants to do it all the way, baby. She wants to do it all the way, baby. I don't know why I'm doing that. But anyway, I think she wants to do it all the way. And, quote me if I'm wrong, but I think that'll be the better thing for Rousey. If she's part-time, huge mistake from WWE if she's actually part-time. Now, they said that she signed a full-time contract. This was at the Royal Rumble. Ramon Shelbourne said she signed a full-time contract. We don't know if this is actually going to be full-time, but if she appears on Raw maybe 2 times a month and appears at the pay-per-view, I'll be fine with that. I'll be totally fine with that. But anyway, guys, back to this here. Fans were, Rousey says that's really an honor. She was kind of fumbling over her words because, like I said, this is her first time. She doesn't really know what to say. Fans start chanting her name now. Rousey says she wouldn't be here at all if it weren't for her hero, the late WWE Hall of Famer, Rowdy Piper. She talks about wanting to make his family proud. She wants to earn respect from the fans in the ring. Triple H says Rousey didn't want anything special put into her contract. No perks, no special travel, no private cars. Rousey says she doesn't want to be treated any different. If this is true, if she really negotiated a contract like that, definitely respect. But we know, we're not totally ignorant. I'm not totally dumb. She has some perks. A little bit. You're Ronda Rousey. You have a little bit of perks. Maybe no private cars, that I could probably believe that if she's really want to go city to city. I will believe this will be more believable. If you really want her to be one of the guys or one of the girls or one of the people, one of the wrestlers, have her on WWE Ride Along, have her on Up Up Down Down, have her on these WWE videos doing, what was the first, do you remember your first kiss? Or whatever the fuck they be doing on WWE's, YouTube channel or WWE.com. If they really want us to believe that she's not getting any perks or anything whatsoever, they gotta do stuff like that. Include her in the top 10 countdowns. Include her in, promotional packages. Include her in commercials, just like these crappy WWE commercials or whatever. Just include her in all that. I think that'll be great. I will think that will actually be a positive thing for Rousey, other than her just showing up every 3 months for a big time fight match at at a WrestleMania, at a SummerSlam, at a Survivor Series. So anyway, Troy says she asked all she asked was for an invite to WrestleMania, and not only does she have that, but she will be competing at WrestleMania. The fans pop, not in a title match, but a match. He says, she says she doesn't want to be given a title match. She wants to earn it. She thanks Triple H again. Triple H calls on Stephanie to do the honors. She presents Rousey's with the contract, and it's signed. Now, this is where it gets actually fucking good. First half was kind of like, I won't say cringeworthy, but it was more, it was more of graciousness by Rousey. It was more of a humble Rousey. This is where the killer, Ronda Rousey, the look in her eyes tonight was fucking intense, amazing. and the Ronda Rousey I want to see every single match in a WWE ring. Triple H and Kurt Angle talk things over while Rousey and Stephanie go over the contract. Rousey asks if Kurt wants to say something. He says no. He's just in awe of Triple H and Stephanie because they're really brilliant. Angle has listened to them talking about Rousey since he came back to WWE. Angle says they couldn't wait to get Rousey to WWE because they wanted to manipulate her for what happened at WrestleMania 31. I like that. They acknowledged it. I liked it. They acknowledged it. Now, of course, they were going to acknowledge it at some point, but they acknowledged it from the get-go because we are not dumb. I like when WWE does not insult our intelligence versus when they do insult our intelligence with, fucking Sasha Banks doing, basically reversing a Twisted Bliss on top of the pod. That was fucking stupid tonight. But anyway, I like when they do not insult our intelligence, and that was pretty good. Triple H looks pissed off, staring at Angle. Angle says they want to put their thumb on Rousey and keep her down. 3 years in the making, and now we own the bitch. It was close. But anyway, he says 3 years in the making, and now we own the bitch. As Kurt Angle was quoting Triple H. Beautiful. Oh my God. And the switch from Rousey's, her look in her eyes was fucking intense. It was fucking great. God, the look in her eyes, I mean, it was, I thought she was about to kill fucking Stephanie McMahon. I thought she was about to kill Triple H. You know what I mean? But, Angle alleges Triple H, him saying that. Triple H hushes him up. He says tonight's about Rousey making dreams come true and Rousey becoming a WWE superstar, not any of them. Triple H says Angle is not feeling well and is having a relapse after being in the hospital with the flu this weekend. Triple H tells Stephanie to wrap it up, the contract, while he gets Angle out of the ring and to the doctor. Stephanie admits that they have been talking about her since WrestleMania and did embarrass them there, but they want her to be part of WWE now. Stephanie is ready to finalize the deal and make Ronda a WWE star. Angle speaks from the stage again and says Stephanie called Ronda a has-been backstage. Oh my fucking God. Saying she could take Ronda one-on-one. Oh my God. If that's not heat, I don't know what is. Basically acknowledging, saying, hey, the only reason why you're fucking here because you can't get in the UFC anymore. Holly Holm and Amanda Nunes sent you packing, bitch. That's pretty much what they were saying right there. God, I just love that they acknowledged that. I love that they didn't really acknowledge it, but that's what they were basically talking about. They acknowledged it. Great stuff. How come WWE cannot do stuff like this on a regular basis? Like WWE, when they have the knowledge going, they got the knowledge. Again, I said this once, I'll say it again, and I'll say it again. Whenever WWE wants to try fully, no one can touch WWE in storylines or promos. Period. That's when WWE really wants to, do their shit at a fucking high quality. But if not, it's shit half the time. But this was some good stuff tonight. Very, 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 very good stuff tonight. So regardless of the fact, back to this here. Yeah, so basically Triple H hurries Angle to the back. Rousey stares Stephanie down and with the fucking look of fucking death in her eyes. And backstory gets the ropes. Triple H comes out to the ring and gets in between them, backing Rousey off. Rousey bucks up and gets in Triple H's faces. Rousey watches as Triple H gets Stephanie to leave the ring. Triple H walks back over to Rousey. Rousey scoops him up and slams him through the table. And I don't know if that was all Rousey. That was possibly mostly Triple H. But Rousey's a strong woman though. She's strong as shit. Jesus Christ, she's strong as shit. But like I said, it's possibly mostly Triple H that helped her though. But fans pop for Rousey as she stands over Triple H. Stephanie comes in the ring and slaps Rousey in the face, which I heard that she got a welt on her face backstage. That was from Ramona Shelbourne on Twitter. I don't know how true that is, but she slapped the fuck out of him. It was Stephanie McMahon slapping. You know, if you've been watching WWE, you know, for the past 20 years, like most of us have, probably, I don't know, maybe, but, you know, if you're here, you know, my age, you've probably been watching WWE since the 90s, but Stephanie McMahon, same slap that she's been doing for about 20 years now already. Now we're getting some, you fucked up chants, because she did fucked up. Stephanie McMahon fucked up. Rousey stares at Stephanie, causing her to run from the ring. Rousey signs the contract and tosses it on to Triple H, who is still down in the debris. Rousey leaves the ring as her music hits. Rousey marches up the ramp as Stephanie checks on Triple H. Rousey looks back and keeps walking as we go to replays. Triple H gets up slowly as that segment ends. Great segment. The very first promo segment with Ronda Rousey was was the first half, before Kurt Angle dropped that bomb, before Kurt Angle started dropping bombs on everybody, I don't want to say it was a fail, but it was underwhelming. It was very underwhelming, that first half of the promo. After Kurt Angle says, 3 years in making, and now we own the bitch, that took it to a whole nother level. Realism. Do it, WWE. We're not asking for cussing. All I'm asking is for you to have realistic storylines, to have realistic, events happening in the ring. I'm not asking for blood. I'm not asking for titties and ass. Although it'll be good every now and then, but so it's okay to see blood and tits and ass at times, but not all the time. Not all the time. When WWE wants to actually work and put their minds to something, they will do it better than anybody else. And this proves it tonight. Was it a classic promo? Not really. Is it going to be remembered 5 years from now? Yeah, I think so, because it's Rousey's first physical altercation as a signed WWE, wrestler. So I think he may be rememberable five years from now, but it depends what they also do with Rousey. I don't know. We'll see. But good segment, though. Fantastic segment. I liked it. It was great. Can't wait to see what's going to happen. And they were teasing that she may come on Raw tomorrow. If she comes on Raw tomorrow, then I know for a fact that they're serious about this. They're very serious about Rousey being a full-timer, or she is, rather. So this makes me want to watch Raw, but too bad I can't watch fucking Raw, though, because I work from 3 to 12, so I won't be able to watch Raw. That's why you guys don't see Raw reviews from me, because I just can't. I work from 3 to 12. That's the life of a supervisor does. But anyway. Our main event. Final main event, guys, of the evening. Elimination Chamber match 7-way of Elias, John Cena, Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Roman Reigns, The Miz, and Braun Strowman. The winner faces off against Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. At the beginning, Elias sings a song. He sings a song and he's all like, what did he say? He said, I don't think I see here in my book. He basically said, he says along the lines of like, Las Vegas is used to seeing their loved ones behind bars. Elias was already inside Elimination Chamber. He started singing a song and he threw that line out there. It was fucking great. Elias is a fucking great heel. And I remember when I went to go see them at NXT TakeOver San Antonio, when we had the Royal Rumble here last year, I was the only one cheering for Elias. I was like, that's a real man right there. Elias is fucking great. I know potential when I see it. And Elias is right there. Get this man IC title this year. He needs it. He's going to get it. He's going to get it this year, the IC title. He's going to get it, period. But anyway, though, this match overall was a pretty damn good match, I thought. It was a pretty damn good match. You see, Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, and The Miz are all first against each other. Basically, The Miz wanted to team up against against Rollins, and one team up against Balor, and Rollins started attacking The Miz. Basically, the first man to come out of his pod was Cena. Second man to come out of his pod was Roman Reigns. Third man to come out of his pod was Braun Strowman. And the fourth man to come out of his pod was Elias, since he won that triple threat match on Raw. So, with that being said, though, Braun Strowman was a fucking beast in this match. Now, even though Roman Reigns won this match, they did their very best to make Braun Strowman look strong. Because Braun Strowman eliminated 6 men tonight. He eliminated The Miz. He eliminated Elias. He eliminated John Cena. He eliminated Finn Balor. And he eliminated Seth Rollins in that order. He eliminated 5 out of the 7 men. Or out of the 6 men he could eliminate. He was 7 men, I should say. But regardless of the fact, though, they made him look strong. But at the end of it all, guys, with a fucking spear, Roman Reigns wins. And again, I'm upset just because it's so predictable. That's the only reason why I'm upset. I'm not really upset because Roman Reigns wins. Well, okay, I'll take that back. I am upset because Roman Reigns wins, but I'm more upset because it's predictable, and also because Roman Reigns is going to be main event out of WrestleMania. At the end of the day, it's all about Roman's cock. It's all about that Samoan cock shoved down our throats, right, Vince? It was all about that, right? Motherfucker. But, good Elimination Chamber match. We saw some good stuff here. We saw Seth Rollins do a frog splash off top of the pod. We saw Braun Strowman throw The Miz, off top of the pod. So we saw Elias looked good up until he got eliminated. Finn Balor did some good stuff in here. Everybody looked good in this match. I will really, really want to say it. Elias, Braun, Miz, everybody looked good in this match for the most part. It wasn't anything special, but like I said, it's going to be a middle of the road Elimination Chamber match at the end of the day. Top 10 of all time? Maybe. Maybe it's a top 10 of all time. I don't know. That's debatable, though. But regardless of the fact, though, this match here, you see Braun Strowman get speared by Roman Reigns. And Roman fucking Reigns will face off against Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 34. As I mentioned, I can see a triple threat happening with Seth Rollins, because what else you're going to do with Seth Rollins? I don't see Seth Rollins in a fucking battle royal. That's very much so beneath Seth Rollins. That's for sure. So, I see Seth Rollins being in the, I was going to say Elimination Chamber. We are talking about Elimination Chamber. But I see him in a triple threat match at WrestleMania versus Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. I see Braun Strowman in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I see The Miz and Finn Balor face off against each other, and I see the Elias possibly in that Battle Royal as well, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. So that's why I see out all 7 men in the Elimination Chamber. So at the end of this here, the fans were booing, of course, and you just see fucking Braun Strowman destroy Reigns at the end to get his heat back. But it doesn't matter that you got your heat back because you still lost the match. You're not going to WrestleMania. So there's a couple things that I'm worried about. A, Roman Reigns wins this match. There is still some type of report that's going to be coming out possibly soon about Roman Reigns possibly using steroids from Rich Rodriguez. Maybe some WWE already knows already. Maybe WWE already knows about this. About, that he bought steroids or possibly bought steroids. We don't know. We don't know for sure if he did buy steroids or not. That's the thing. But according to Rich Rodriguez, he did. That may throw a wrench in WWE's plans. I mean, I don't want the guys to be suspended or anything. Roman Reigns, I mean, he should. I mean, I don't like Roman Reigns the character, but that's gonna suck for WWE because, believe it or not, you need Roman Reigns for WrestleMania. He's a big draw, and without Roman Reigns, that's not gonna be a lot of goodbyes for WWE. I mean, yeah, you still got Brock Lesnar. Yeah, you still got Cena. Yeah, you still got Rousey there. Undertaker possibly. You still have all these big names there. But Roman Reigns, he's supposed to be the #1 guy for WrestleMania. But without him being there, may make the WrestleMania card, not as good. I will say that. I will say it, not as good. But regardless of the fact, though, we don't know what's going to happen with this Rich Rodriguez thing. You know what I mean? We don't know. We don't know what the fuck's going to happen with this because, there could be some more news coming out that, yeah, he did buy steroids, and he said there was going to be some video coming out within the next couple weeks. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But but right now, it doesn't look good for Roman Reigns if that's going to be the case. But WWE may already know something already. They may already know something that we don't already, that Roman Reigns may be fine. So who knows? But after the match, like I said, Braun Strowman gets his heat back, power slamming Roman Reigns. And that was it. That was the end of the show. That was the Elimination Chamber of 2018 Elimination Chamber, live from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. If I had to get a show a rating out of 10, this would probably get a 6 out of 10. As I mentioned to you guys, the Women's Chamber was good up until the last 3. It was pretty damn good. Sasha, Bayley, Alexa Bliss, they just pretty much made the match for me. As I mentioned before, I give it a 3. The Raw's Elimination Chamber, or not Raw's, but it wasn't Raw, but the Men's Elimination Chamber, I probably had to give it a 3.5, maybe even a 4 out of 5, because I thought the match was pretty good. Wasn't great, wasn't, fantastic, but I thought it was pretty damn good. And, Rousey, just, being a fucking beast tonight, with her expression on her face, and pretty much, bitching Triple H, who Michael Cole says, Rousey has buried Triple H. I was like, Triple H can't bury, Triple H doesn't get buried. The only person that can bury Triple H is himself. And he buries other people, but no one buries Triple H. No one buries Triple H at all. But anyway. But guys, let me know what you think about this. If you did make it this far in the video here, go ahead and put a hashtag down below. Let's do some hashtag chapstick. I have my chapstick right here, so sue me, right? But this is how I know you made this far in the video, where you put hashtag chapstick down below. Go and subscribe to the channel, guys. You don't want to miss out on any more great wrestling content from me. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and like Facebook page, where both links are down below. Tell your friends and family, come and join the Venom Nation Wrestling here on YouTube. And that's it, guys. I will see you guys later. Peace out.